Intune auto-enrollment fails. David, a new employee, receives receives his company laptop on his first day. The IT department has configured auto-enrollment, so the device should register in Microsoft Intune when he signs in with his company credentials. David logs in, but I just, you know why I'm reading like this? Because I'm trying to read what there is next, and I don't want that ChatGPT told me, okay, this is the way that you resolve things. But it's fine, it's fine. Like we will go into this anyway. So David, a new employee, receives his company laptop on his first day. The IT department has configured auto-enrollment, so the device should register in Microsoft Intune when he signs in with his company credentials. David logs in, but his laptop doesn't appear in Intune. He calls IT, and Sarah, the Intune administrator, checks the Entra portal. David's device is in Azure ID but not in Intune. Okay, ChatGPT always like trying to give me the actual clue. After investigation, Sarah finds that the MDM auto-enrollment settings is disabled for the group David belongs to. Okay, at least it will be a very simple it will be a very simple ticket to solve. Yeah, ChatGPT give me like the actual, but it's good because we will talk about other things also on why this troubleshoot could happen. So, Intune auto-enrollment fails. What things you have to do, guys? It's very simple. I'm not gonna lie, like this ticket is very simple. So you just go there to Intune and you go to devices, enrollments, and you go to automatic enrollment, and in our case it will be to some, and you will select the group and you will select HR team, marketing team, and maybe this guy David is in finance team, and we still did not allow the finance team, but now we are allowing the finance team to be on Intune, for example. And you just go here, no group selected, you just select group and you add the security group, guys. That's it. Okay, that's just it. And then you resolve the issue and you could go to the next one. Okay, what can I add more concerning this? Because there is many things to know. In our case, it says that the MDM auto-enrollment setting is disabled. Let's say it's enabled and everything is good. You could check the license. It's also a very things to do. But there is like, maybe we'll cover this later on. Maybe ChatGPT like offering me the another tickets to talk about this maybe. So let me think. There is also one thing that you can check. It's again, guys, group policy. Because if maybe it's not that much about this, it's not that much about this, or maybe you resolve this, but it's still the issue is still there. And maybe you need to do what? You need to check the group policy, guys, and make sure that the MDM enrollment using Azure ID credentials is enabled. Okay, it's also very important, because if the group is newly added, maybe we still not worked on the group policy, or we wrongly configure it, which can happen, guys. So yes, very important. Okay, very important to do. And again, guys, I forget to say before when I did my first issue, but always GP update force. Okay, always GP update force. It means, guys, group policy update and force it, because you could apply modification and it will need to restore it, either to restore it, the laptop, or you can just do GP update force, and you will be able to like update the group policy, and like this everything will be syncing. Again, you could go, guys, to the event viewer and go to the exact same path, guys. Go to the exact same path and check for in this case it will be 201 enrollment started or enrollment failed. Okay, 301. Okay, guys? And yeah, that's it. And again, maybe licenses, maybe again, you don't know. Like, yes, it's a new group that we implement in the automatic enrollment here, but maybe we forget about this. We forget about group policy, we forget about license, like all these things could happen. So also verify this. And how you could do is to go to the admin center. You could go to the admin center and and you could check assigned. You could go to user, active user, and search for the user, for example, Peter Parker in our case. And we go here and we go to licenses and apps. And maybe here we will check, we will check and we will see that Intune is not enabled. And then we just press on Intune and guys, there is also another thing that you could do while searching for the licenses, because many company, of course, like when they have like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 employee, they won't assign manually. So where you should go for this is you should go, because licenses could be applied to group and it's way faster. Okay, it's really way faster. So you go to billing, licenses, and to, for example, in my case, business premium, and you go to groups, and it's where licenses like could be deployed to actual group, guys. Okay, this is great. Yes, so auto-enrollment fail. Okay, great. Yes, I think we cover it all. It could be, guys, also this problem could be a problem about network and firewall issue. It's also possible, so you don't know. And maybe you should try to log in. I know you have like specific URL to add into your web browser, and like this you will check if it's a firewall issue or not. So great. Now what about issue number 3? Mike, a system administrator, is in. So the 3 is SCCM co-management enrollment issues. Mike, a system administrator, is in charge of managing both SCCM and Intune. His company has decided to enable co-management, meaning devices should be managed by both SCCM and Intune at the same time. One day, a technician named Jake reported several devices are not showing up in Intune, even though they exist in SCCM. Mike checks SCCM and sees that the co-management status is none instead of enabled. Okay, the co-management status is none instead of enabled. So it's in SCCM, guys. So what can we say concerning this? Again, guys, remember co-management. Why do companies use co-management? Is to gradually migrate from SCCM to Intune without losing control of devices, okay? And for other reason also. Yeah, so okay, so it's also important to remember, you know, the function of it. So how it works: you have the device is already managed in SCCM. Co-management settings tell SCCM to also enroll it into Intune. The device should then automatically appear in both SCCM and Intune. So what happens when it fails? Because normally it should work. The device appears in SCCM but not in Intune. Common. The device is not getting the policy from Intune. It's also common. Or the co-management status is pending, or the enrollment is like failing. So you have different way of troubleshooting these, guys. And first you need to verify that the device is already in Intune, and we'll go step by step. Okay, so first step we go on not Entra but Intune, and we see devices, and we go check all devices, and we check if the device is there. Okay, so if the device is already in Intune, it means co-management worked. As simple as this. If the management is missing, then we should go like further. Okay, so what we should do is we will go to the actual SCCM server, and we first need to check if the actual device is there, okay, and if he's enabled. And guys, I'm going to keep it simple. If you see that the device is here and is active and you have no problem in not active, but you see that there is an issue, most of the time then the com management would not work properly. So you would need to, for example, if you see this, so it means that, okay, like is inactive. You will see that is inactive. By the simple way, by the simple how you say, action of troubleshooting SCCM, the SCCM device, the device that is on SCCM, you will resolve everything. Okay, so why I'm saying this, it's because, and you know guys, we had like a complete series about how to troubleshoot SCCM server, and you simply need, guys, to do this. You would need to troubleshoot the actual device from first a local point of view, like from a local scope, and then automatically the Intune side will work. As simple as this, guys. So I'm gonna stop, and I had like plenty of, we covered so much things on the past video, and you need to look at the SCCM maybe troubleshooting. I don't remember exactly what the name is, but it's something like this, SCCM troubleshooting. Okay guys, and yeah, so as simple as this. And just to say quickly, just to give you like a quick hands, you would need to, I think I covered this in this video. I talk about this, like going to this configuration manager and just redeploy, like run now. You click on run now for every actions. So you just syncing again this actual device to the SCCM, and most of the time it will work. Most of the time it will work. So what you could do next is that you could go to let me check. You could go to administration and cloud services, and you will go for the core management. Okay, you will go for the core management here. Of course, guys, I don't have this thing. So even though if I click, yeah, if I click on anything, I wouldn't have. You click on the core management settings, and you just open, you know, the core management wizard, the configuration wizard, and if it's set to pilots, if this actual device it's set to pilots, if the device is in the pilot collection, and it's, guys, if the wizard happen, it's very simple. Maybe we could look on Google and we check on what we could check. Pilot collection, SCCM co. It's this, yeah. And here you will have the workloads, and you will have the groups. You will have the groups and everything that is linked to it. You see, guys, it's this workloads. You see workloads, compliance, device configuration, endpoint, client apps, etc. It's all the workloads. And here you will configure on what pilot group is in the collection. Okay, as simple as this, guys. And if you see that the device is not here, it means that maybe he's not allowed on Intune. He's still not on the process. Maybe in 1 week, maybe this device, like this guy, I don't remember what the guy's name is. Maybe who? Jake. Yeah. Maybe Jake. It will be. Oh, but what did he say? The several devices are not showing up in Intune, even though they exist in SCCM. Mike check SCCM and sees that the core management status is on instead of enabled. Yeah, but okay, it depends on the issue. It depends on the issue, but it's what you're going to do. And yeah, so again, you just troubleshoot on the local side, guys. That's it. What else? You can check also the logs. You can check the CCM logs. So guys, again, since we really speak a lot, we really I really talked a lot, and we have covered this before. So you will look at the logs on the CCM, and you will be good. So then of course check the licenses. We don't know, just check the group licenses under under the admin center. Okay, great. So now we could go to the fourth one. Device has already an existing MDM profile. Okay, Jessica, a remote worker, recently switched from a company-managed laptop to a new personal device. She tries to enroll it in Intune, but the process fails. And let me check here. But the process fails. She calls IT support, and Ryan, an Intune specialist, guides her to settings, account, access work or school, and Jessica notices an old MDM profile still linked to her previous employee's Intune. This one is good. So the simple thing that you, of course, like right now, ChatGPT has told us like everything. But yeah, basically, when you have this type of problem about, especially this, she tries to enroll it in Intune, but the process fails. Again, guys, it's very important when you have this type of issue to look at the report, to look at the, we'll see here, to look at the event viewer. Event viewer will be at the end, but first this, then you will go to the settings, and here we will have actually for this type of issue, this exact ticket, you will see here like that there is already another that is enrolled. That is not your actual like tenant. Okay, so you will just log out, you will simply log out, and you will just create a new one. And this happened a lot, guys. Like, it's very important that you create a report, look what there is, the message that is here, ask for the message if they see any sort of message, look at the event viewer in case, look at this. You have like many segments. Many segment could be leverage, could be leverage from you guys. So yep. Now, licensing issue, guys, we talked a lot about this. I think you know, if the user is not assigned, you can simply do this. Now I'm just like seeing if I didn't talk about that. Guys, I was about to leave and I just realized that I didn't talk about something that is very interesting also under Intune, the Intune Admin Center, and the device enrollment issue that you could face in a 100% cloud base. And I want you to see this with you. I want you to look at that with you. And it's going to be also like very interesting, because basically, guys, when you are in a fully cloud environment, I would say that the device enrollment issue, like failing, would be something about like 20 to 30% because of user licenses if the device enrollment had some issue. And what you are going to do, remember, it's exactly the same path that we went. Also, guys, the other issue that you could have concerning this enrollment failing for users, it could be also due to enrollment restrictions. And what is enrollment restriction? As you see here, you have different type of restriction. You have platform, and device limits. If we talk first about device platform, is some organization restrict device enrollments based on OS type, okay? Or personal or versus corporate ownership. So if you go there, sorry guys, I just had to answer to a call. So to go back on what we said here, maybe some user, in my case in this tenant, everything is by default, so all user is accepted. But maybe in a company, because of security, there will be restriction about, for example, let's say okay, let's do you see, personal owned device, and maybe it could be blocked. Maybe we don't want any personal owned device to be enrolled, you know. So we could press here, for example, or so we click on next, and here we say the scope, and we could say, for example, the scope could be regarding the tags, could be regarding the platform, like OS, Android, etc., etc. So for example, and it's here that you precise that, okay? It's here that you precise that, and I'm just checking something here. Yeah, and here you're going to precise, and as you can search by name, and but me, I don't have any tags. You know, I don't have any tags. Let's see. No, I don't have any. Even corporate? No, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't have any tags. And yeah, guys, so basically you just precise things here, and when you go here, you precise also the group. So you could say like only these tags could only this platform could be enrolled, and then I'm gonna precise the actual group, you know. And for example, I said okay, only science department, and I think here it's only security group. So yeah, and I'm gonna say this, like, and then I'm gonna select. So it means that only the science employee, department will be able to enroll. Okay, and it's work like this in a company, and you go step by step, like it through stages, you know. It worked like this. So go to previews here, and then here, what could be also the other issue about a device doesn't enroll? It could be about device limit restrictions. Maximum device by default it's 5, but you can increase the limits, okay, to 15 for certain group of user. So for example, if you go here, restriction, I'm just gonna press it this, and you go here, you say device limit, let's say for example 10, scope tags same, we're not gonna use it. And assignments, we're gonna say for example, yeah, add a group, and only this group, only the science employee or other group could benefits of these 10 devices. And what is device limit restrictions? It's, guys, the number of device that is registered on your name, on a user. So as you can see here, look at what they said. Define how many device each user can enroll. So for example, for the manager, we will say, okay, the manager could have 10 devices, but an employee could have only five user. Okay, and this type of issue could happen a lot, guys, about like changing the type of the limits of this person or that person, etc., etc. So yep. Then you have device limit reach. It's what we have talking about. And of course, guys, very, very common, compliance and conditional access block. It happens a lot. Like if a compliance is a set of rules that you have that say, I want this, I want that, I want this to be on the laptop. Otherwise, the device is not compliant, and you can apply, remember what we saw, a conditional access policy that block it. Okay, that block that. So here, if you go on create policy, you go on here, you press Windows, and you make create, and then you will see, like, I won't do it, but it's just to just so you could have like the experience of it. So as you can see, device properties, operating system, manager, minimum OS version. So as you can see, everything is only for compliant settings. And if a device is not compliant, then it could be blocked, and this type of thing could happen, and then you need to resolve this type of issue on why this device is blocked. And you could look under monitor, for example, non-device compliant, and then you have, okay, this device is not compliant, this device is not compliant, etc., etc. So here you have policy with non-compliant and error devices. And the monitor, guys, it's a great thing to have. And basically, enrollment failures, as you can see, view details about failed enrollment, notify enrollment stop in the company, and always the compliance will give you what's going on. He will not leave you like with he will not just tell you, yeah, the device is not compliant. He will tell you all the time why the device is non-compliant. So for example, policy with non-compliant devices, default device compliance policy. But yeah, you just need to know this, guys. You just need to know that every time they will tell you exactly why the device is not compliant, and then you can resolve it. You could go to the device and resolve it. What else, guys? What else? If we go there. Of course, guys, of course, we did not talk about this, but we already talked about this, but automatic enrollment, very important. Device enrollment manager, it's just another thing. It doesn't concern us for the moment. CNA, no, device platform restriction, common admin settings, okay. Yeah, guys, I think we covered a lot of things. I hope you appreciate it. But guys, I think we cover most of the topic. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. And let's discuss on the group chat. If you have personal questions, don't hesitate to share it with me. And okay, I appreciate. I hope it was very interesting and instructive for you guys. Okay, so see you in the next one and see you later.